Hey guys, it's Fate here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're diving into the ongoing fight on the Squid front, and there's a ton to cover, from the current state of the Illuminate to balance issues that are still plaguing the faction, to upcoming updates from Arrowhead, and even some huge news about the future of Helldivers itself. So strap in, grab your first stratagem loadout, and let's get to it. So right now our major order is focused on holding 4 key planets in order to earn the upgrader for the DSS and unlock a strategic opportunity for liberating Berelia or Oasis. Both of these worlds are super important because they'll augment the Helldivers arsenal with new stratagems options that are going to be vital once we push for the hype worlds. We already managed to liberate Alarf, and we're still holding into Hellmire in the bug front, but the work isn't over. We still got to liberate Hydrobuus and Carlia. And these fights are no joke. Holding 4 planets at once isn't just about raw firepower, it's about coordination, timing, and making sure Helldivers across the galaxy are focusing their efforts into the right places. If we pull this off, not only do we complete the major order, but we also set ourselves for an even stronger position in future Galactic campaigns. Personally, I'm hyped to see where this goes because these kinds of objectives are what really keeps the community engaged and makes the war effort feel alive too. Now let's talk about the squids themselves, or as the game calls them, the Illuminate. I'll be honest, I've been enjoying the change of pace fighting against them. I know it's very unpopular to say, but don't get me wrong, the factions definitely need some work, but at least it's something different and fresh compared to the endless book swarms or the mechanical death machines of the bots. But here's the thing, a lot of their design still feels unpolished. Like, flesh mobs are way too tanky right now. Why am I dumping like 2 recoilless shots into one of them when I can drop a Hulk or even a Walker with a single well-placed shot? That just feels like very unbalanced. And don't even get me started with the Overseers. Their hitboxes are straight up terrible. Half the time I'm shooting their arms when I should be shooting their chests. And it's just not fun. It's kind of frustrating. And then there's the Leviathans. These massive enemies are supposed to spawn during certain missions, but right now they're just not showing up. It kills the excitement when you're gearing up for their massive encounter, and we just see empty skies. Now I will say that one of the reasons I've been enjoying fighting the Illuminate is that it's their MO and not the bugs or the bots. We haven't fought the Illuminate in a while, but after a while the disruption starts to feel like less of a challenge and more like BS. Like, constant ragdolling is one of the biggest offenders, and it doesn't feel like skill is being tested. It just feels very cheap. The bots used to have this exact problem with knockdowns or ragdolling, but Arrowhead managed to fix that, so I'm hopeful they'll balance out the squids too, just like the bots.
A few moments later.
I've got to be real with you guys. Fighting the squids has actually made me miss fighting the bots, and I know a lot of people out there are going to agree with me on this one. When I'm going up against automatons, I feel awake and I'm on my toes, constantly reacting to their different enemy types and adopting my strategy on the fly. I mean, you got Devastators, Hulks, Walkers, Striders, and each one of them forces you to play differently. It's intense, it's chaotic, and it's fun as hell. Every encounter feels like a proper firefight, and it's satisfying when you manage to push through. Now compare that to the Illuminate, and man, I'm sorry, but half the time I feel like I'm falling asleep. The gameplay just doesn't have the same adrenaline kick. I mean, sure, they got some flashy abilities, but a lot of ragdoll mechanics, and most of it just feels cheap or broken rather than genuinely challenging. Remember back when the Illuminate ships didn't have shields? You can take them out of the sky with a single or a secondary recoilless shot. I mean, that felt awesome, and it gave us a sense of power. Skill-based takedowns where your aim actually mattered. But now, not only do you have shields that make those fights drag on, but the spawns are broken, and it's not engaging, and it's something very frustrating that we have to deal with. And honestly, ask yourself this: have you ever heard of anyone calling themselves a squid diver? Because I haven't. It's always a bot diver or a bug diver. People love identifying with those fronts because those fights are intense and memorable. But the squid front, it just doesn't inspire that same passion. And that should tell Arrowhead something. So please, Arrowhead, if you're listening, make the Illuminate fun. Make them a faction that's competent, challenging, and rewarding to fight. I want to like them so badly, I really do, but right now, the current iteration is laughably bad. It's stale, it's broken, and it's nowhere near as hype as it should be. The biggest thing I want to see added to the Illuminate are the mega outposts. Like, the bugs have the mega nests, and the bots have the fortresses, but the squids are missing that big, large-scale challenge that brings the community together. Imagine a massive zone filled with flying saucer stations where squads have to move in and destroy power cores or disable the shield generators in order to destroy the flying saucers. That would be an absolute blast, and it would give the Illuminate the kind of epic presence they're missing out right now. On top of that, the faction badly needs more mission variety. Right now, a lot of their missions feel too samey. You drop in, fight some floaty energy mobs, get ragdolled a dozen times, and extract. It's not terrible, but it doesn't compare to the kind of variety we get from the bugs or the bots. Arrowhead has already made strides in improving enemy variety for the squids, but missions themselves need more flavor. Alright, moving on to some really good news. According to Baskinator, Arrowhead has already been working on a performance update dropping in mid-October. This one looks like it's going to tackle some of the biggest community complaints, like key crash fixes, audio issues with primary weapons and sidearms, overall performance improvements, fixes for charger footstep sounds, no more landing in caves, and last, big balance patch. This is huge because Helldivers everywhere have been concerned about the game's technical debt. Over time, the small bugs and glitches have started piling up, and while it hasn't killed the game, it definitely hurts the experience. The fact that Arrowhead is committing to fixing these issues while also promising more transparency after a bit radio silent is a massive win for the community. Now on to some bigger news. In a recent interview, Shams Jorjani, the CEO of Arrowhead, confirmed that Helldivers 3 is not in development and that the plan is to make Helldivers 2 a forever game. This means no rush sequel, no splitting the player base, and no starting all over from scratch. Instead, they'll continue to plan and expand, improve Helldivers 2, adding new factions, new features, new content, essentially turning it into a living game, kind of like how RuneScape has evolved over the years. I can't stress how much I love this approach. Too many so-called live service games end up churning out unfinished sequels instead of just improving what they already have. This is the exact opposite, and it shows Arrowhead is committed to supporting the game long term. As long as the game stays alive, fun, and challenging, I'll continue to support it and make content for it. So yeah, that's the state of the game right now. We're fighting hard on the Squid front, and then the Illuminate are fun but still super unbalanced. A performance update is coming in mid-October, and finally the Helldivers 2 is officially being built as a forever game. That's all amazing news, and it honestly makes me more excited than ever for the future of the game. But now I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of the upcoming patch? Do you guys like the idea of Helldivers 2 being a forever game? And for those of you grinding the Squid front right now, are you guys having fun, or are you guys frustrated with the balance issues? Sound off in the comments below. I'll be reading them all. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton and keeps me motivated to bring you more Helldivers content. We also have Battlefield 6 literally around the corner, so expect some content to shift as we cover that too. And this is Fate signing off.
She for the streets. Got green rocks, Frankenstein. Makes sense and none at the same time. You MC squared, I'm Einstein. I'm the new Johnny Cash, well, waterline.